If you visit Lahore, you don't need to search far. No jungle, no mountain, no expedition. Just a garden, a rooftop, a bit of patience, and the city reveals itself. This is a glimpse of the birds you'll meet. The ones already living alongside 10 million people, going about a life most visitors and most locals walk straight past. Lahore is one of the most bird-rich cities in South Asia, not despite being urban, but because of it. Gardens, canals, rooftops, mango trees, power lines. Every corner holds a species, sometimes several, hiding in plain sight. If you visit Lahore, these are a few of the most commonly found birds in the city. The birds you'll see in this documentary are documented from terrace and garden of my house, without a single trip outside my place. This is garden birding, Lahore style, and a small taste of what over 100 recorded species in this city actually looks like. Start with the ones you already know. The house sparrow, bold, social, endlessly adaptable. The rock pigeon, Lahore's true native, older in this landscape than the city itself. The laughing dove, its soft bubbling call the background music of every Lahori morning. The common Myna, sharp-eyed and sharper-tongued, equally at home on a rooftop or a rubbish heap. Then the robins of the wall and hedge. The Indian robin, tail cocked like a small flag, and the Oriental magpie robin, whose song alone could carry an entire film. And low in the shade, the brown rock chat, a bird so plain it's often ignored, and so common it's rarely missed. And always, everywhere, the red-vented bulbul. If Lahore had an official bird, this would be it. Look lower, look smaller. Flocks of Indian silverbills and scaly-breasted munias move through the grass like a single pulse. The Baya weaver builds what may be the most elegant nest of any bird in Pakistan, an engineering feat hanging from a single branch. In the hedges, the common Tailorbird stitches leaves into a nest with its own beak as needle. The Ashy Prinia never sits still, and the jungle babblers, 7 sisters, always in a noisy, quarreling group, announce themselves before you ever see them. Even a garden has its predators. The Shikra, a small hawk that hunts sparrows from a garden tree without ever announcing itself. Overhead, the black kite rides the thermals above the city, Lahore's most familiar raptor, forked tail steering through rooftop traffic. By day, the spotted owlet dozes in a tree hollow. By dusk, it hunts. And on the wires, the long-tailed shrike, the so-called butcher bird, waiting for his perfect hunt. Some birds are heard long before they're seen. The greater Coucal's deep, resonant coop-coop-coop rolls through gardens at dawn. And when summer arrives, so does the call that defines it, the relentless rising cry of the Asian Koel, laying its future in a crow's nest and letting someone else do the work. And then, color, the purple sunbird, flashing metallic and near invisible until the light catches it right. The green bee-eater and the blue-tailed bee-eater, acrobats of the open air, taking insects on the wing. The coppersmith barbet, hammering out its call like its namesake, a metronome hidden in the leaves. And the white-throated kingfisher, a bird of water, yes, but just as often seen perched on a wire, far from any river, announcing the neighborhood with a call that carries for blocks. The Rufous tree pie, intelligent, loud, unmistakable, its long tail trailing behind it like a signature. The black Drongo, fearless enough to chase off crows, twice its size. The white-browed Fantail, never still, tail spread like a hand of cards. And skimming just above the ground, the wire-tailed swallow, built for speed, barely pausing between one insect and the next. Not every bird here stays all year. The black redstart arrives with the cold, a winter visitor from the mountains, flicking its rust-red tail in gardens across the city. The yellow-footed green pigeon appears where fruiting trees call it in. And along the canal edge, the white-breasted waterhen moves, cautious, deliberate, a reminder that even a city has its wetlands, however small. None of this required a national park, no permit, no expedition, no flight to the north. These 32 are only a fraction of what's actually out there. Over a single year, many more species pass through this same stretch of the city. Lahore is not just a city of 10 million people. It's also a city of sparrows and shrikes, Koels and Kingfishers, sunbirds and swallows, if you know where and when to look. You don't need a jungle. You never did. The wild isn't somewhere else. It's on your wall, in your hedge, on your wire, waiting for you to look up.